Hello everyone, finally back again. I know all the videos are getting delayed lately, but as you've seen, if you go back on our videos, it's saying actually on YouTube that the last video was 3 weeks ago. Some of you already know what went on, but 2 weeks ago the latest video that we did was reviewing who the winner was of the head torch that we had. I had to take that video down. I'm not going to go into it, but I had a couple of people complain, and I thought, well, you know, to make it a little easier, I'll take the video down so there's no arguments or anything, if you know what I mean. It's a kitty channel, all family related, so I thought, to be kind, I'll just take it down. But anyway, what I'm going to do now, don't mind the state of me at the minute, because I need to get a shave and get my hair off, which Tina's going to sort my hair out for me tomorrow. I'm going to get a shave and that. But yeah, so where have we been? Oh, past couple of weeks we've literally been up the wall. Obviously I've had to go into hospital for my CT scan. So obviously I'll inform you about what's going to be happening, because I've got an appointment to see the doctor on the 24th. So I'll keep you informed of that. And would you believe it as well, doing a video today, 13th, Monday the 13th. Oh, it's unlucky for some, and it definitely is for us. Something always goes on the 13th. It's like Tina today, she's not well. She's got one of them migraines again. But like, I think it was last week or week before, I had to rush Tina to hospital because it was that bad. We rang the 111. And they told us to get down to the hospital, so I ended up having to take her down to the hospital. And obviously been poorly a couple of times. I mean, I've woken up once, I think it was last week, with a migraine, and then yesterday, I was meant to do a video yesterday, but I was quite poorly yesterday. I actually spent most of the afternoon in bed asleep. I was dreadful. I had like really bad stomach cramps. I don't know what it was. So it must have been something I eaten or something, or I've just overeaten, or I don't know. But feeling better today. Woke up with a headache, but that's now gone. But anyway, for any of you that didn't see that video, because I did have to take it down literally 2 or 3 days after I put it on, so a lot of people probably didn't see it. Anyway, the winner that actually won the head torch was a fella called Andrew. So hopefully you've got it. I mean, I've emailed him. I haven't checked my emails back actually, see if he's replied to see if he got it or not, because I told some blessing, they said it will be sent out. So I'm just waiting for Andrew to get back in contact. I mean, if you're on it, if you're watching this, buddy, let us know. I'll check my emails after I've done this video anyway. I mean, it's a bit late today, it's 1:30, so normally I try and get the videos out at 5:30, but just depends on how quick it uploads after this video, so we'll have to just wait and see, won't we? Obviously as well, I did some shout outs on that video, which I have got them ripped back down here, so I'm going to redo them shout outs. So basically it's basically like another redo video sort of thing, just without the part that obviously a couple of people complained about. But yeah, got a birthday coming up. I've got notes, you see. I'm going to have to cross them off because I'm going to end up saying, so we've done the giveaway. So birthday coming up on Friday, 17th of February. It's my birthday. I'm 21 again. I should be so lucky. 34 years old. And we're actually going, I mean, yeah. Oh, so we're going shopping. That's my birthday present, go shopping. But as usual, I'm at big monthly shop. We always do it once a month, big monthly shop. So we're doing that obviously Friday on my birthday, because we're actually going to see a couple of our friends for the night. Actually, you all know them. You should do if you've been watching our channels and watch back. Our good friends Chris and Sam. We're going to go over there and stay over there overnight. It gets me out the house as well. I'm sick of being in these four walls and not actually getting to go nowhere. But it'd be nice to get away for the night. You guys, will see you on Saturday, because obviously it's Monday, so we'll see you Saturday. So obviously we mentioned about the video. I'm just going to have to keep looking back at the paper a minute, because I'll end up rereading what I've already written. That's what I seem to keep noticing doing. I'm saying one thing and I'm repeating myself 10 minutes later. Back the video, we've done that. and what's been happening. Because that's basically what's been happening. We've just been up the wall. We've all been poorly. And I've been hospital. Tina's been hospital. So we've been quite busy. Mainly going to that hospital. I'll tell you, I'll be glad to see the back of it. Literally, I don't know. We're literally going there nearly every week just lately. Obviously, we've got to take Harvey in April as well for his checkup, obviously, on his heart to see what they're going to do, if the hole's got smaller or whatever. So we'll go from there. Good news though, I've actually started. I mean, I still use one of my crutches, but mainly for balancing, so I don't have another fall. But I've just started walking short distance, very short, like just around where it's flat, without them. So to me, I'm hoping, if you remember me saying that it wasn't healing my leg. I can't remember if I said that in the last video or not, because it might have been in the video I got to take down. But anyway, I'll quickly go into it again. Obviously, they were saying that the bone's not healing, but now I can walk on it, which before I couldn't. So, don't know. Might be healing, or it might just be, obviously, where I'm taking my medication is taking the pain away. But we'll just see what goes on. Obviously, I've got to go back to the hospital on the 24th to go and see the doctor, see if it is healing, if it's not, see what they're going to do, or if they're going to do another operation. We don't know anything. Everything's on hold, basically, until we know what's going on, which is a shame. I might as well get these shout-outs on, because we have got a very big shout-out to do, which I just watched their YouTube, but I've just watched theirs. I might actually put their shout-out last, actually. So, basically from the top, like we did on the last one, we've got Vans for the Memories. I'll write their channel name in. I'm not sure if you've got a fellow or what, animals or anything, because all I've looked, because I've looked back and it's just saying Emma. But anyway, it's Emma from Vans for the Memories. If I remember, are you travelling in a camper or living in a camper? I'm not entirely sure. Nice little camper van that I've seen. I mean, I've got so much catching up to do on YouTube. It's unreal, because where I've been ill and I haven't had a chance to watch anybody's videos for ages. So literally, I think I'm following about 195 channels at the minute, and all of them are doing videos, and I've got about probably between 4 and 6 videos to watch per channel, basically. So I've got so much to catch up on. So I'm gonna, once I've obviously done this video, I'm gonna start watching a few videos now, catch up on a few to what I can. But go over and check the channel out. We've been in contact, comments and things, and chatting. Then we've got another good friend of ours. We've been following him for a while now. You'll obviously know him. I've done shout outs previously for him. Is Country Van Life UK, and that is Stephen and Sky. He lives in his van now. He bought a motorhome, an old Talbot Express. I think 1992, 1993, almost the same age as Tina. And he's loving it. He's up at the Galloway at the minute, Dumfries and Galloway, up in the Galloway forests and beaches and things. So it's where we've been before, which we are actually planning. I'm going to go into this at the end of this, actually. If I remember, I'll write that in to make sure. I'll put that in whilst I remember. But no, he's doing well. Obviously, cold where he is. But hope you're doing alright, buddy. Hopefully one day we'll get to meet him. Come in handy, won't it? I've said to him a few times. I was chatting to him on a live the other week. When was it? The weekend just gone. Or not weekend. I think it was last week. And literally, the live was on for nearly 3 hours, because everyone was just chatting on there. So conversation, innit? Oh, that's another thing. That's just reminded me. I'm not going to tell you, because we'll come to it at the end. And then we've got another lovely couple here, Roman and Raymond, Helen Cole and Nookie. They live in their motorhome now. They've got a fairly new van, actually. Is it a Peugeot or a Fiat yours? I can't remember. But been following them for a while now. Can't think how long, but been following them for quite a while. But they've been through quite a rough patch. I don't want to go into it, like, but thinking of you all anyway, and hope things are looking a bit better for you. I know they're on their travels. I think the last ones I think they're in Wales. I'm not entirely sure. You have to correct me if I'm wrong. Right, we've got another one here. I haven't watched these for quite a while. Actually, I feel bad for it because these do comment and watch mine, and I haven't watched none of theirs. It's terrible, isn't it? I need to catch up. Is the Sand Van. Don't forget, guys, all the YouTube names are going to be at the bottom. What I'm going to do as well is what I've done previously. Is on the community tab, I'll put their links or whichever you do onto the community page. So all you've got to do then is just click on their name. It takes you straight to their channel. So if you want to watch, if you enjoy, go and give them a subscribe, and they'd appreciate it. And let them know that we sent you. We sent you over. And that's Tim, Sandy, and Pablo. They live in their van. They've got an old Mercedes Sprinter. Actually, it's like an old panel van that they've done out. And they've actually just put, I haven't watched it yet, I mean I've seen it obviously on social media, but they've put one of them lift beds in, so you can have it up, so then you can sit underneath and then bring it down for bedtime, which is a very good idea, because that way you've got your sitting area plus you've got your bed. So when morning, just put your bed up, sit down, doors open, watch the world go by. Very good idea, but I need to watch them. But they're a lovely couple. I haven't been following them for actually, I think have you been following us for since we started? I think actually, or we're almost anyway. But we do have a conversation with them. And then we've got Travelling K. It's RV and Homestead. It used to just be called Travelling K, her channel, but she's changed the name a little bit. But if you just type in Travelling K anyway, her name it still props up anyway. And they are Karen, Hayden, and Reese. She's just been actually travelling about recently, actually, because I've been following them now for quite a while, actually. Well, I've been following them for 3-4 years, maybe. And they bought some land, and they're doing all the land out. Hayden's basically building a house on the land, sort of thing. He built like a little chalet thing for them for now, and they're just living from bit to bit. Like they just bought land, just living basically off grid permanently. So they're self-sufficient pretty much. But she's just finally got out in her caravan. She had a lot of repair work done on it because it's just been sat there for so long. And then if I remember rightly, it's a British caravan. I'm sure that someone must have had it previously, shipped it over then, and she bought it from there. So she has been to the UK actually as well. A few years back she came to the UK. Obviously we've said but as she comes back here, we'll like to do all the meet up and that, so that'll be fun. But no, go over, check these guys out as well. And we've also got Urban Van Life. Emma and Neil, and they've got 2 dogs, Poppy and Dolly. 2 lovely little dogs, but these are a lovely couple. They've just had a bit of a problem with their van. I've just watched back at their videos actually. Anybody that's got one of them like self-built camper vans where you've just bought the van and you've done it up all yourself, they've done theirs up superbly, really good. But their shower tray decided to obviously snap because it's that silly, really thin, flexible shower trays. And it's leaked all under their floor, a nice floor, so they've had to repair all that. But they've just found a company actually who does stainless steel shower trays, so they've just bought one of them and fitted that now, so hopefully that'll do you all better. But go over and check them out. They don't live in their van, but they actually live basically where we come from before we moved to Doncaster. But yeah, go and check them out. We've got Many Fun Adventures. Oh, we all know these two, don't we? We've had a joke over these, right? I'll have to apologise for if you hear any noises outside like motorbikes and that, because the sun's out around here. They like to be plonkers and drive around on the motorbikes as fast as possible. Because the sun's out, you see. It's a lovely day here, blue sky, sun's out, and then you end up listening to them. But no, Andy, Jan and their old dog Charlie. Ain't spoken to them for a bit actually, or have I? Don't think we have. Well, it's that time of year though, ain't it, where not a lot of people do much travelling. It's like, you know, if you're living in it, you want to be somewhere where you've got, I mean, they haven't got like proper self-sufficient for like the batteries and everything, so they stay somewhere through winter. Obviously, so at least they've got heat and things. So anyway, guys, hope you're all doing okay. Go over and check them out as well. And then, like I said, who we're going to see this week? Obviously, Chris and Sam, living the dream. Our lovely friends, Chris, Sam, and they've got 2 dogs, Rambo and Sapphire. Obviously, a lot of these have got dogs. Weirdly, it's like Stephen from Country Van, like I said, he's got Sky. Helen and Cole got Nookie. Obviously, Tim and Sandy from Sam Van have got Pablo. And then you got Urban Van Life. You got obviously Neil Pop, and then you got Poppy and Dolly. They're 2 dogs. Obviously, Andy and Jenna got Charlie. And obviously, Chris and Sam, Rambo and Sapphire. You've probably seen them in the videos actually when we've gone camping with them. Actually, the 2 Rottweilers that they've got. Lovely dogs they are. But we can't wait to come and see you. It's been ages. Oh, when has it been? When did we last go camping with Chris and Sam?
I don't know, but we went to their house, didn't we?
Yeah, we went to the house.
That were after camping.
Yeah, that was after. That was after I'd done my leg. When I was able to start. I think they're going back a few, 2, maybe 3 months ago. But last camping trip was, it must have been summer at some point. So yeah, so by the time I'm up and going, and depending on what they do, hopefully if they don't operate, we'll be up and going before that. But if they operate, then I'm out of action again for a bit longer. But no, so I just can't wait. I'm sick of being in these 4. If you think now, February, it's been 6 months since, obviously, with my legs, I've been to a few places. I've been to Tina's fan. That's when the car broke down. If you look back at the videos, you'll see. And then obviously been to see my dad for the day, and been to see Chris and Sam for the night.
Hello.
So I've been out, but it's not like you're going out to well, you're still going to enjoy yourself, because anywhere out from here is better than nothing, really. But it'd be nice just to get out for the night for a change. So anyway, we've got these. They haven't been doing many videos at the minute. It's obviously because of the weather that we're having, and they're not getting out themselves probably. But the Happy Travellers, old couple, Steve and Wendy, they've got a little dog called Pippin. Wanted to give these a shout out because they gave me a shout out a while back on one of their videos. But we've always been chatting. I've been following them for a few years as well now. But they basically live on a narrowboat now. The way they started is they had a caravan. Tina's moaning. But they started in a caravan, and I think they were voluntary as a campsite warden or something similar to that anyway, if I remember rightly. And then they were doing that for a while, and then they ended up upgrading to a motorhome. Then they started travelling, and then they got a bigger motorhome because they didn't like the one they had. And then basically they done, I think they went up, was it Sweden and all round that way, which is a place that we want to go to at some point in the future, but I don't know when that's going to be, because I'd want to go if I get my own van sort of thing, because there's a couple of wild camping spots and that you can park in, so it works out a bit cheaper as well. But they ended up coming back to the UK. They sold the motorhome, got a narrowboat, and then they got themselves a little camper van actually, so they can still get round and about. But go and check him. He's done the narrowboat out quite well, because when they got it, they had to do a bit of work on it, and he's basically, I'm not sure if he's still doing it now or what, I don't know, but he's doing well with it. So go and check them out. Obviously I'm doing them later. So I had a message actually from this fella, Jamie, you'll remember him. Lower Michigan Hiking and Camping Adventures, Jamie, who I've been talking about in the previous videos, when he was helping with the giveaway, and he was the one that, well, he won it at first, but because he's all got loads of Sunblesser stuff, he obviously gave someone else a chance. So we done a redraw and that, he shared it on his side and things, and then he had, I'm not sure if he's still got the giveaway, I think he has, because I'm sure he said that all the stuff for the giveaway that he's done. The same thing as what I had. So if you look back, you'll see the head torch. But if anyone wants a second chance of winning another one, I'm sure it's not for a month. He said he's got to keep it on for a month and then do the giveaway. So if it's still there, nip over to his channel. See if you want to have a second chance or third chance, whatever it is. You might be third time lucky, mightn't you? Because we've done it twice and now he's doing one. So you might be third time lucky. Go over to his channel and check him out. And obviously he's got on there what you have to. I think you've got to be subscribed and something else, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But go over and check him out. He's a lovely lad as well. I mean, we were chatting last night and he was saying, oh, I wonder why it's seen a video for ages. He says, it's a shame I couldn't keep the last video and then just delete out. Obviously the part that I had the complaint about, but then it would have been a kerfuffle because I've already deleted it. I haven't got it saved on my phone, because the only ones I've got saved on my phone, because I haven't got hard drive, and well, I've got a PC, but I'm still trying to get that sorted. I haven't done it. My dad gave it us and he got a new cable for like from between the PC into the monitor. Still got to get that done yet. It's just getting around to doing it with all these hospital appointments and things. It's just getting around to do it, but I will get there. Then I can save all my videos on there, you see, and just leave them on there instead of filling my phone up. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got plenty of hard drive space on the phone, so it's fine. But because I deleted it on my phone and YouTube, I can't get the video back now, so it's a shame. But that's why I'm doing this again now. And he said he'll be keeping his eye open today for it, so I'm not sure if it's going to be on today at 5:30. Fingers crossed it will be, but then I've got to obviously edit this. I ain't got to do a lot of editing because it's just all in one video, this. But it's nearly 2 o'clock now because I've been on here 21 minutes now, 22 minutes. But we'll see, go and check his channel out and see if you like it, give him a subscribe. We'll go into this anyway. And another fella, he's a lovely guy, him. This fella is Charlie's Van Life. Obviously his name's Charlie and he's into van life. He has got a lovely old van. Can't think how old, but I think it's older than Stephen's. I'm not entirely sure, but he's just had a log burner fitted in his motorhome, to be honest. It's an A-class motorhome, so you've got the big windows and it's a European, so it's left-hand drive. But he's, I don't know whereabouts he is now. He's just enjoying life and travelling around at the minute, and wherever he goes, he's going. So, he's a lovely fella. So, we've got one big shout out here now. This is the last one, actually. Basically, is the Travel Trolls. Dan and Mazzy. Does any of you know them? They are quite a big channel. They've been going for years, but you also had a second channel. What was that called? He used to do metal detecting. Andrew, wrestling in the microphone. I can't think what that channel was called. I've got it on my other YouTube, which is my normal one that I would use before I've done the YouTube itself. But he used to go around doing metal detecting. He's been all over. I think he was in Germany for a while and that. And he was big, 250,000 subscribers on that channel, if I remember. Well, almost 250,000, I think. I'm not sure what it's on now. It was a while ago I checked it out. But then obviously Dan and Mazzy started this new channel, Travel Trolls TV, because obviously they bought a van. They're living in the van. They've just come back from Spain. They're going away to Tunisia. Oh, is it Tunisia? Yeah, I think it is, in May. Well, it's a shame actually, because we were actually going to plan, depending on my leg, we were going to go to a little campsite called the Nurseries, but that's where they normally go. But I was like, there's the campsite warden there is a YouTuber as well, so I wanted to go and meet up with them, but because of my leg now, I've had to obviously message him and let him know that I probably won't be able to make it. It just depends on my leg, but by then I doubt it anyway. It's a bit too soon and it's a bit too late, if you know what I mean. But I've got a birthday wish for Mazzy to do, actually. When was her birthday? Trying to think what it was. She put it on there, but I missed it. Was it the 10th of February? Yeah, 10th of February, so it's the 13th. So 3 days ago, so that would have been, what, Friday? So happy birthday, Mazzy. Hope you had a good day. But even more, a big congratulations to them. They've been together 5 years. It's funny that everybody keeps saying to me, ain't it time you popped the question yet, Dan? And he kept going. It's funny every time she was looking at wedding dresses where he said, "No, Mazzy, no, we're not doing this, no." And then obviously they had a game, I think, somewhere they're playing like the mini golf, the ones that the kids play. And he had a bet if Mazzy wins, they has to marry her basically. And obviously Mazzy won. He tried cheating and saying he won, but nah. He kept cheating and saying no, he got stressed, but it was a laugh. But they got, he proposed to her actually in York, outside the cathedral that's there in York. So a big, massive congratulations to you both. Both deserve each other. They are a lovely couple. I mean, they have been getting a lot of stick actually lately on YouTube and other things. You know, being not nice things actually, because he done a video when they were in Spain about it. He's been getting some nasty people with another channel saying stuff, basically all fake and lies, and then he's getting threats as well. And it's like, it's not on. You know, he's got, you know, he doesn't work. Obviously, this is his job, YouTube. It's what they basically live on. So, you know, they just ask for people that are watching if they want to. You know, they don't have to, but, you know, to help them out a little bit. And, you know, because at the end of the day, they are doing the travelling, they're doing the videos, and a lot of us, like me, I mean, I don't get paid for it. But I do it for the fact of, like, my memories, and for you lot, really. You know, so you can see all the sights of the UK. I mean, eventually we are going to have a holiday abroad. It's like I want to try and take Tina and that away next year, possibly. Just depends on all this cost of living, doesn't it? But fingers crossed. I've already said to Tina that we're still doing it next year, so I might not be able to. No, we're still doing it next year. You just got to basically put money away and do it that way. So we'll see how things go for then. So planning probably Spain, Portugal, something like there, you know, just to get away for a little while.
I'm not bothered as long as I've been on a plane.
Yeah, exactly. She's not bothered to, unless she's been on a plane, because, you know, she's never been on a plane in her life. So I have, but I was 14, I think, the last time I went on one. So obviously it's all changed at airports now. So I'm not sure what the protocol or what you have to do. I know you still have to get there, like, what, 2 hours before check-in. But they do this automated thing now. You don't even have to go and see it. It's all like on a computer thing, isn't it? So I'm not sure if you have to go there 2 hours before or what. I don't know. Won't know until find out, I suppose. But anyway, with the shout-outs, go over to their channels, give them a subscribe, give them some love and all that. Let them know that we sent you over. But Danamaz, you know, like I said, congratulations to you both. Problem is, all these people that I've read out, a lot of them, probably 90% of the people that I watch have got animals. So come on, Danamaz, you need an animal now to top it off. But future plans, right? What was I saying? That was it, because obviously, depending on my leg, if I have to have another operation, because obviously I've done the CT now, no doubt before I see the doctor I'll want an X-ray just to check it, but now I'm obviously walking on it. So in my eyes, I feel as though it's healing, because it's not as painful now. I mean, I get a pain in my knee, but the doctor did say that's normal, because of where they put the nail or screw or whatever it is right up, and he said it's really close to where the knee joint is, so that's obviously just rubbing a little bit and causing a bit of pain. But where the bone's actually broken, where it stuck out, if you remember me saying on a video, it stuck out, but it doesn't stick out as much, and normally it is down the side as well, but there's not as much sticking out now. So I'm hoping it's healing up, but it's just being slow. End of the day, it is the big bone to break. It's going to take a while to heal, really, isn't it? But what we are planning, because we've been stuck in, I mean, it's 6 months now, haven't been away. Obviously I've done it back in August, obviously just before we were meant to go bleeding camping again. And I said to Tina, I said, if I have to have another operation, it's going to be at least another 3 months before I'm going to be able to really, what's that, 4, 8, say 2 months before I can actually start doing a bit more. Because obviously if I have to have another operation, it's 2 weeks before, because no doubt they'll put staples in again. I'd be surprised if they don't, but they just said they do that because it's easier, and then that'd be 2 weeks. Go back there, have them removed. Then it's the healing process, so you may as well just say best part of 2 months at least before we can do anything. But even then, you know, I don't want to be doing too much for it to cause me any more trouble. So say 4 months, 3-4 months after, so you're talking almost a year not being able to go anywhere. So I did say, Tina, what I might plan on doing is try and find somewhere, but go on a long trip. But go to different places, like spend a few days at one place, spend another few days at somewhere else, because Tina mentioned she wants to go back to Southerness, which is obviously you haven't seen it, but we've been twice now.
Yeah.
Twice. It's a part.
3 times.
Two or three times. I think it's twice because we went. Oh no, it is. I think it's 3 times because we went with Tina's mum, and then the kids. I think me and you went on our own, didn't we?
Yeah.
For a weekend. So we want to try and go up there again. Take my mum with us this time because she hasn't been up there. But we want to try and. What I want to try and do is not drive too far between different destinations, you see. So if we're in Southerness, I want to try and think on other places I can go to other, because obviously we'll only go on camps. I can't wild camp. I mean, you've all seen how much equipment we've got. I can't have that all on me back to carry to a wild camping spot. That's no go. And I haven't got a small enough tent really, you know, like these wild campers use. Like Chris and Sam, actually, if you go over to their channel, he's got some wild camping things there, actually, that he's done. So... but that's my plan for when we do finally get back out and travel again, is go for a longer period, like maybe 2-3 weeks, and just spread it out every probably 3-4 days or something like that. Probably every 4 days, so that gives us 3 nights at each place, so we get to explore a bit. We'll probably go Southerness first, but we're going to probably stop because it's quite a drive, because last time we went it took us a long time, because we're in Doncaster. I think it's normally about 4 hours drive, but then we hit all the traffic that goes over the hills. I'm not sure, Yorkshire Dales or moors or whichever, I'm not entirely sure, but we got stuck there quite a while. I mean, traffic can be quite bad if you go at the wrong time of day.
Andrew, you get the chocolates off Ruby's box.
But
Please.
yeah, so that's what we're planning. So then I've got to find other campsites not too far away. I mean, I'll drive probably up to like an hour each, but I want to explore more Scotland. Like, I want to go to Glencoe, I want to go to Inverness and places like that all these others have been. They've got all the mountains and things. Also, there is something else I might be adding to the channel as well. Don't know when it's going to be yet. I am after a drone, so we can get some nice aerial footage of it. I've seen all these other YouTubers that I've got on, and their videos are just totally, completely different when they've got the drone and get some aerial footage. I mean, obviously it's going to be a music montage, but you can see the area a little bit better from where it is down low, you see. So when you're up there, you get to see a little bit more of the area whilst it's up there. So that's a plan. I definitely want to get one of them. Obviously, it's not going to be one of these I mean, a lot of the YouTubers buy these DJI ones now, and it's like nearly 800 quid just for a drone. It's like, no. So I've been on Amazon and I've had a look. I piss here like 100-200 quid, as long as it's got the camera and it tilts down, so when it's zooming, pointing right directly down and things like that. Some of them can last up to half an hour. So I'm not going to be flying for more than half an hour, really, am I? Just to put for a video. So I'm going to be looking at something like that. Make sure it's got obviously decent camera, like 1080p. I'm not fussed with it, it's a little bit fuzzy, but as long as it's clear enough so you can see it, that's all that matters really. And I can connect my phone into it, so it just saves all on my phone instead of, because I think them DJI ones you need a laptop or something to be able to transfer it, because I don't think you can have your phone into it. It's already a screen that's already in it, so it saves on like a memory card or stick or whatever, and then you've got to transfer it to a laptop, which I haven't got, so that would have been out of the question anyway until I got my own. But that's where it is at the minute. I know I did notice as well that we had a couple of subscribers we lost, but that's understandable. There hasn't been no videos of that. I need to start being a bit more out there. I'm a little bit rusty now, because obviously I haven't done a video now for about, you may as well say 3 weeks. So when you haven't done one for a while, you're always a little bit rusty. But anyway, what I do want to talk about, and I've been thinking about this because a few people have started doing them actually, is possibly a live. I mean, you'll all have to let me know, because I don't want to be doing a live and you all don't, and no one turns up. I'm going to be talking to myself. And I've even said to Tina, if we do a live, she's got to be on it as well, so she'll have to sit next to me, camera over there, and do a live for you. So any questions, it's a video, well, not video, it's a live video. And obviously I'll have to work out how it all works, because obviously I'm using my phone, so it works completely different on YouTube in that part. But then I'm also going to have to probably use my old phone that I've got for all people that are commenting so I can answer back as well. But even still, I'll answer on here, but to see the comments, because sometimes the comments can go that quick. I've noticed it with Stephen's live the other day. There's that much going on the chat that he couldn't keep up with them. So that's why I'll keep this screen just on us, and I'll use my other phone. So you might see me like nodding up and down, looking through the comments. Because if I see anyone with a question, I don't really want to miss it. Or if you did, I'll just tell you to rewrite it anyway. But you all have to let me know, would you like a live, or would you join in a live? You know what I mean? We'll just see from there. So put it down in the comments if you'd like a live. And also, because I've just done these shout outs, if anyone's out there that would like a shout out, let us know. Put it down in the comments, let us know. Any birthday wishes, anniversaries, you know, anything. We'll give you a shout out on our next video. If you got a YouTube channel, make sure you put your link down in the comments, or the name of your YouTube channel, so I can give your channel a shout out as well. You know, because the way everybody says, every little helps, don't it? And we're always up for that, helping other channels out. As much as we are like help on our channel, you know, we've had a lot of help lately, which has seen a slight increase, but we've actually got stuck now. I think we're on 336. It did go down 2 or 3 and it's gone back up 1, so that's probably because of no videos. But you get stuck and then it goes, and it gets stuck and goes. But when I say that's actually a thing, our future plans, I said about going away, I might even start doing daily video, well, almost daily videos, because it can take a lot out of you. You know, you're filming all day and then you're editing, and we'll see. It depends on where we are with signal as well. But whilst we're out for that period of time, if we do, it's a big if, because you know what we're like, everything always changes. We make plans and something comes up, it's like, oh, gonna have to change the plans. It's like, we've done it previously, we were going to go campsites, I think it was in Lincolnshire, so I said, oh, we'll go there for a week at the lake, but then I seen that it had bad reviews and thought, right, not going there. So we're meant to go back to Glen Camping, meant to spend 3 nights there or whatever, but everything's always changing this side. It's like me with my leg, they say, oh, it's not here, I'm probably going to have CT, might need an operation, but they might turn around now, hopefully, I'm hoping, so they might not need to operate, they'll do something else, I might just put like a boot on, or even if it's a cast, you know, just to tighten them bones up together, to hold them in tight so that bone can just join together and they'll be right, because at the end of the day, I'm walking now, I don't want to be put back. You know, I've made a lot of progress from being in bed, having the staples out, to start moving around with 2 crutches, to then obviously be out and about, and now down to 1 crutch. I only use the 1 crutch really now, unless my leg's really bad with the pain, or I'm walking around just for balance. I mean, if it's for that, I mean, I've done it last night upstairs, because I was obviously showing my mum. I walked around up on the landing from my bedroom to her bedroom without my crutch, and I walked down here a little bit as well in the dining room, and that was without a crutch. And I don't really want to be having another operation, because that's going to put me back to square one again, and it's going to, I mean, it's already bad enough now, you know, being stuck in, and now I'm making progress. It's going to put me in a bad spot, and you know, I might not even be able to get a video out, because I'll be in such a bad mood going back that I won't want to do a video. Mum's there. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Mum ain't reminded me. She's actually meant to be going on holiday in May. Where are you going?
Linton and Limerick.
Linton and Limerick and Invergrove. So what's that? Devon?
Yeah.
So Devon down that way. So I said to her what she wants to do, because she's just got a new phone, because hers basically decided to stop working. It weren't working that well. It kept flickering, screaming. It's just gone. I think it's to do with the battery, to be honest. It was an old phone that she had, and I think the battery's just basically caned in. I wanted her to get some footage of it down there, because whilst I'm doing all this and just staying, you know, I sit in the same place all the time, but I sit here because I've got the wall to lean on for my back. So she can get some footage while she's there of like the scenery, a bit of the hotel and things. I can add it into these videos, so I can add
the best one.
Yeah, but you find out when you're there. So obviously she's getting the coach down. She's going with her sister, which is my Auntie Susan. Shout out for your Auntie Susan if you're watching. But they're both going down there on the coach. How long's the trip?
7 hours.
7 hours on a coach.
Well, it's like you have a stop. You
Just talk, they can't have to see you.
you have a stop and that, and then we have our tea when we get there.
Yeah, so
So
literally though, on the coach for the whole day.
15th, we go to the Friday.
15th of May.
Yep.
Yeah, we're actually meant to be going, meant to be going with my dad camping, but all depends. Well, he's going in a lodge, the cabin lodge thing. It's got like a hot tub and that in anyway on a lake, but we were going to go in the tent, but all depends on my leg, don't it? Because if I do have to have another operation, that's going to end up being a no-go. So obviously I'll have to just let them know what the doctor says on the 24th, see what's happening. Oh, but I mean, if they put one of them moon boots on that comes up to my knee, then fair enough, I'll be fine, because I can just take that off whilst I'm driving and then put it back on when I'm walking around, you know what I mean? So we'll see what goes on. Can't do anything until we know, do we? But no, so she's going to get some videos. Obviously, she said, you don't have to talk, because what I'll probably do is a little music montage of the area. Obviously, we're not going. She's going with her sister on her own. So obviously, when you see these videos, I'll explain that anyway at the beginning, that these videos are from my mum. So it gives you something else to look at, doesn't it? Because there's one place we want to go, actually, is down there. But it's such a long drive. I'd have to split it up into two, like I probably would when we go Southern Escort. I mean, after a couple of hours, I start getting tired now behind the wheel. So it'll be one of them where I'll just split it up halfway, sort of thing, if we end up getting down there. But I don't think that's going to be till at least next year, because obviously next year I want to take Tina away abroad, and obviously try and squeeze in what we've missed out in this year. But it's basically, we've lost out on an awful lot this year because of my leg. If it weren't for my leg, it would have been totally different. We would have probably been getting ready and sorted now, organising for camping. So I wanted to do a couple of shows this year. I was going to do some meetups this year. I wanted to do the NEC, one of the shows in Birmingham this year, but all these things with all my leg, it's just put things back in it, really. So I'm going to try and squeeze. Basically, this year, when we do get up and running again, we're only going to be having a few holidays, because obviously by the time this is healed, you'll be pushing end of summer probably. And then we've got autumn, so it won't be that much. But next year, we'll be making the most of it, that's for sure. Still got another year yet, but obviously, like I say, well, not even a year. It's February now, isn't it? Before you know it, this year will be over. Soon be Christmas. I best not say that. Everyone hates Christmas, especially. Well, I love it. I love that time of year, all the music and the lights. I'm one for lights. If I could have so many lights, it's unreal. But it's like when you get lights outside and people do the lights outside, it's like, it looks nice, but I don't think I'd do that. I like putting the lights in my windows and that, which I normally do, but this year I couldn't, because obviously I have to drag, as you've seen, my sofa takes the whole living room up. So I have to pull that out to get to the behind there to do the lights. But we've still got the lights up here, around this hatch here. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see them. We kept these up. Got a little remote with them. Just battery powered. Oh, there, they're not fair. If I turn them right up on the brightness, because I have them on low, you see. Oh. Not sure if you can see them on. You can just see a tad of them on. Yeah, you see them on there. So we kept them up because, hang on, let me just push you back to where you was. But they're nice to have, especially on a night time. I've got another set of these, to be honest. Hang on, let me turn them off. And I thought, well, I mean, I need to tidy them up again, because they're a little bit saggy in places. I need to just take it off and redo it all again. But so I may as well leave them up all year, because it'd be nice to have them on. Because we're not one for bright lights. We like it more dull than anything. We don't like it too much in your face, because obviously, like Tina with her migraines and too much. I mean, my eyes are fine. I mean, I had mine checked. And they said that we don't need to see it for 5 years. I'm fine with both me. I've got 1 weaker than the other, but not by a lot. So, but I don't like it too bright. It's like summer when the sun's out. Sometimes I wear my glasses, my hat to keep the sun off my face, so it's not so bright. But yeah, anyway, so that's where we're up to. I can't remember if there's anything else. Anything pops up, I'll have to let you know. But like I said, want any shout outs, put them down in the comments, no matter what it is, like wedding, YouTube. Put them down in comments, let us know. We'll get you a shout out on the next video. The shout outs that I've done already, go over to their channels. Obviously, if you go back now, you'll see that their names are there, or if not, go into the community tab and you'll see their names there. Just click it, takes you straight to their channel. But yeah, so that's where we are, and let them know as well that we sent you over if you do go over, and we'd appreciate it, and so would they, because then they know they got the shout in case they miss it. Like I said, you know, if you're enjoying our footage, I mean, there's not much going on at the minute, as you know, because of my leg, but once we're out there again, it'll be better. It'll be rusty as well, going back into it again. But anyway, give us a subscribe, give us a like, give us a comment, you know, all the good stuff, and we'd really, really appreciate it. So you all take care, and we'll see you. Well, like I said, I don't know when we'll see you. It just depends on what comes up. But if you want a live, put it down in the comments, and if I get a few, I'll do a live. But I just don't want to be doing it and we're talking to ourselves. And plus, setting it up, I've got to work out how you do it all. I'm going to ask a couple of people that I talk to anyway, because they do a nice intro part to the start of a live. So I want to try and add that. So might not be for a few weeks yet, but just let us know in the comments if you'd like a live. Anyway, you all take care. Love you all to bits. See you soon. Ta-da!